What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Winners Club podcast. And today, oh boy, it's going to be a little bit of a different format. Even though we're going to pertain it to money and business, that's always what it is because this is a money and business podcast. But today, ooh, you're in for a treat. My name is Brian Tran, your host. I got my co-host here, PJ Padua.
Hey, guys.
And today's topic is, how do you feel as a man when your girl makes more money than you?
Let's go, man.
And look, I know we got some lady listeners out there, and you're probably like, well, what happens when the man makes more money than the woman? To me, okay, I have a very traditional soul.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm an old soul, meaning I believe that as a man, you must provide for your significant other.
Yeah.
For your family.
Yeah.
Me, man. Me hunt.
Yeah, for
Me
sure.
go out, kill, and bring home food.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
you.
I think it's like, I think it's in our genetics, right?
Yeah.
To, as, men to have that, to feel that, right? It's just naturally part of, science and testosterone and, history for the most part. But before we, jump the gun, I want to know, what is your opinion? Like, how do you feel about, like, what if per se, your wife or your partner or whatever makes more money than you? How do you feel about that?
It would, okay. I thought about this long and hard, and I was like, okay, be real, Brian, be real. Like, how would it make you feel?
Okay.
Would it make you feel like less of a man? But my thing now is that because of the amount we're earning, if she makes more than me, it's about to be bananas.
Okay, but
Okay. So then I'm like, you know what? Go get yours.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I have mine. And I think I would feel okay because the amount that I'm bringing in, it can provide.
Okay.
Right? And so she goes out there and all of a sudden IPOs and becomes a billionaire.
Yeah.
Shoot. I actually won't be mad at that.
You won't be mad at that at all.
No. But here's the thing. So if I was like a buster, broke, and like just not able to make a dollar, and my girl's making more than me, and then because here's what's gonna happen too: if you're broke and you don't have any money, or you don't make enough to support your family, and you're just barely scraping by, your girl starts making more than you. She wears the pants in the family. You know why?
Why?
Because ultimately she's gonna be like this. Oh, you want to go on vacation? But I'm paying for it. So we're going to go here.
Yeah, like, yes, please.
And I know some guys in some situation, they still like man the relationship, but they basically have an allowance.
For sure.
Like
and I mean, I think that plays a big part to someone's like self-confidence or, whatever. I feel like it does play a role in the or affect the relationship. It really depends on like how you are as a person. But let me just ask you, so say you're over here and like, okay, if my wife made $1 billion, right? I can't even be mad at that. But how much am I making? Okay, you're making 10 mil. Let's say 20 mil. Let's say you're making 20 mil.
Dude, we're good.
All right, but you're not telling me that an ounce of you wouldn't be like,
it's gonna drive.
I want to try to do at least 1 billion as well, or 1.5. You wouldn't.
It's gonna push me. It's actually gonna motivate me.
Exactly. I'm just saying,
it's gonna be like,
you're being very like PC right now. You're like, yeah, I would be happy, but like,
I would not be happy, bro. Let's say she gives me like, I don't know, 10 million allowance. I'm like,
that would be cool in theory, right? But I feel
it would
like
push me. But you see, the thing is, like,
I mean, you do that for 2 years in a row, like it's just like it just stayed like that. Wouldn't you feel something?
As long as I'm progressing, and as long as I make enough to like support the lifestyle,
Let me answer this, man.
As long as I don't have to, like, be like, hey, babe, I can't do this. Can I get some money?
Yeah.
Hell, because the way it is now, I do what I want when I want.
Yeah.
We got separate bank accounts.
Yeah.
Everything comes out of mine for a lot of the bills.
Yeah.
And then also in that account, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. I'm gonna just speak for myself.
I don't have to ask any permission. I want to go buy a truck, I go buy a truck. I want to go buy a Ferrari, I buy a Ferrari. I want to go buy a house, I buy a house.
Yeah.
I don't ask permission.
Yeah.
And I think there's power in that.
Yeah.
But I think when you're, if you have to ask your significant other, be like, hey, babe, can I buy this, please?
Yeah.
Please? Like, man, that's not going to work for me.
Let me just tell you what I think, right? So, the whole topic of today's episode is, how would you feel if your partner, as a man, if your wife or your partner made more money than you?
Yeah.
And I believe that I would, to be honest, like I'd be very, like you said, I'd be happy, but it would motivate me.
Motivate you.
In like a lot of like different ways.
We're competitive.
We're competitive as like human beings. And like for me, for sure, like, whatever number that might be, I'd be happy for my partner, but I would be like, oh, like how come I'm not doing that? Like I want to do that, right? Like I want to be the male and I want to like provide and I want to like take care.
Yeah.
Whether the numbers get like super high, like I know that I would want to push myself further, right? But not in a malicious way, like, oh, hey, and that's something that I learned, recently because, I would kind of do that with my own partner. I was kind of like competing a little bit too hard, like behind closed doors. I was like, why? Like,
but it was good, bro.
It was good though. Like it was good energy, but I looked at it differently. I was like, regardless of, I didn't look at it more of like as a race, but just like more like of a marathon, right? It's like, all right, cool.
Always,
you might hit it first, or I might hit it first. Whoever gets that higher number, like that's, it doesn't really matter as long as we're both trying to like, if it helps us both get further, then I'm all down for it,
But the one thing is that I've seen in you've started working more. You started reading more, learning more, running more tests and ads and all that stuff. So I think it was really good, really beneficial for you.
Yeah.
So it's about perspective, right?
Yeah.
Don't get bitter. Don't get whatever. End of the day, she's putting in work.
Yeah, for sure.
So you got to ask yourself, are you? Now, look, you gave up a very broad, you said from, because like most people don't realize $1 billion is, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Like so if you get there and I'm only making 10, I'm way behind.
Yeah.
But you got to ask yourself like, yo, how did she get to 10? How did she get to $1 billion when you didn't get to $1 billion? Like, yo, this is your partner. You guys are supposed to build together. We're supposed to both to get to $1 billion.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I do believe that the time frame can be a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you a little story of how me and my wife did it.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, she did make more than me.
Yeah. Because
if you guys know my story, I started off as a real estate agent, and I only made $35,000 my first year.
That's good, man.
I made nothing. Okay, $35,000, and then that was like gas and all the food and stuff. Like taxes. I didn't have anything. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think she was making, I want to say like 65, 70,000.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah,
that's cool.
She's making more.
Yeah.
But she held it down, right? And then it allowed me to, year 1, I still made less.
Yeah.
Year 2, I made less than her.
Yeah.
Year 3, I made less than her.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you think about it. But again, like going back to what you said, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
And then it's competitive in the sense that, look, I'm going to keep pushing and I'm going to make sure that I'm building something for us.
Yeah.
I'm not just like, okay, I'm happy with 35,000, right? But with each year, I got incrementally better.
Yeah.
She was able then to just continue on with that job. And then eventually I was able to, in year, like 25, 26, and 27, I started really making a lot, like significantly more than her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I was like, okay, babe, this is where the partnership thing comes in. I said, look, if you stay on this path of working a W-2 job, and we knew it because people at our company was like, that's how the trajectory was like 3 to 5% raises a year.
Yeah.
So when you do the math, I'm like, it's going to take you like 10 years to make $100,000, right?
Yeah.
I said, I'm making enough now to support us, the family, the house, etc. Quit your job, pursue your career, pursue your business.
Yeah.
Which is Marbled Mint, her floral event company. They do weddings and workshops and all that stuff for Google, YouTube, you name it. And then again, then she started making, I think her first year was like nothing.
Yeah.
Right? Like year 1 is like testing, building. Yeah. Year 2 made a little bit more. Year 3, and then now she's getting up there.
Yeah.
So you see how like it's a different time horizon, right? Like she made more than I made more. Now she's starting to build her way up.
Yeah.
And together we building something great.
Yeah.
Will she make more than me? I don't know.
Yeah.
Might be kind of hard.
Yeah.
Now. And I only say that because she has one business. I have 8, 9. I don't even know how many I have now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, I outnumber her in business now.
Yeah. But I think the thing is like, I think the cool part is like when I'm hearing you say all that is, you know, obviously this is about like your partner, right? And like you guys are as a team help each other.
Yes.
Right. And it's kind of like, I don't want to say like sacrifice, right? But it's just kind of like as one person is really like kind of going very fast, right? All in, the other person kind of like keeps it chill so the other person can do their thing.
In the beginning, because we needed stability a little bit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you need somebody to be stable.
Yeah.
You can't have 2 entrepreneurs because what happens is you can, but at least
there has to be a level path.
My philosophy was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, let's face it, you need a house over your head, food in your stomach, basic needs covered. Yeah. Her job provided that. Yeah. My job was like, here's a little bit extra, but not a lot.
Yeah.
But if I stay on this path, I'm going to be able to make more.
Yeah.
Right? Your job, you stay on that path, you're not going to be able to make much more.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's just how we did it. And then now we're both entrepreneurs, but now we're covered.
Yeah.
Right? So now we both can just make these big strides.
Yeah. You guys are technically going 200% faster.
Much faster.
You know what I mean? And I think that's because I really relate a lot to your story, and I think that is the way to do it, right? Somebody needs to provide stability. Like if you guys your partners are 2 people who want to, shoot for the stars, right? Yeah. One does need to kind of hold it down and provide stability while the other one goes. And then it's like a trade-off point, right? It's like, all right, I kind of met this milestone that I need. I'm going to provide the stability for a bit, let you get your, fulfill your dreams, and then once that's kind of built up, you guys, like you said, could both go 200%. Because I feel like that's the same way. Because I think Becky was able to learn a lot from you.
It's
because you spent the time.
What you said, like literally, this is when I realized that although I do not know the wedding and floral business, so I do know the details.
Yeah.
But the problems that she's facing in the time that she's facing it in year 1, year 2, year 3. Literally the same that I faced.
Yeah, identical.
And so I literally sit down with her. I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because I did that. It didn't work.
Yeah.
And she goes, you don't know. Our industry's different. No, it's fucking not.
Yeah.
Because business at its core principle are very similar. Yeah. Okay? It's providing a service or providing a product.
Yeah.
It's about, basically, the videos are going to capture this, but the audio won't. But, you got your top line and you got your bottom line. Mm-hmm. Right? And then the more you have in between is the more you make.
Yeah.
Okay? So I was telling her, stop worrying about bringing up stop trying to drop your expenses and worry more about bringing up your income.
Yeah.
Because you can only drop your expenses so low, but your income has way more capacity to go up.
Yeah.
And therefore, the bigger the difference, the more money you make, right?
For sure.
And I bring that up because she wasn't hiring fast enough. She wasn't bringing on support.
Yeah.
She wasn't but basically buying the cars earlier on. Like we had these vans that we bought for her. Mm-hmm. Well, she bought. Sorry, not me. I didn't buy shit. That's her business. Like 100%. I stay out of it.
Yeah.
But I only just offer advice. And I don't.
Yeah. In a relationship, it's called support.
I just support, and I'm like, honey, do it, don't do it, whatever. I mean, but I'll bring it up, and then she's like, okay.
For sure.
Like, because then, those things, then mainly it's like she was working very much in the business, not on the business.
Yeah. But do you think that like what you told her, like that helped?
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say nothing like that. I'm gonna get in trouble.
No, I'm just saying like that. It helped, right? It propelled like just like some of that advice.
I would say so.
Yeah,
I would say so because also like the other thing was, and I know it, okay?
Yeah.
Because look,
and when I say it, just to clear, I mean it from speed, like in a speed,
of course.
Because that's what I believe.
Coming from our background, Chinese, Vietnamese, okay?
Yeah.
You know what our parents taught us?
What?
Do all the work.
Yeah.
You go out there, you do all the work.
Yeah.
oh, I got so for example, my coffee shops in the very beginning, I'm like, honey, I told my mom, I told my aunts and all that shit. I'm like, I'm not working that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to work. You're going to fail. Yeah. Why is it going to fail? Oh, because your uncle used to own one and then all the workers stole from him.
Yeah.
I'm like, sound like he a dumbass.
Yeah.
Like, bro, how do people own multiple McDonald's and not be there? Yeah. How do people own, how's In-N-Out, who owns multiple franchises, the owner ain't there?
Yeah.
Oh, they're stealing from them? Like, dude, learn the process, learn the systems, hire people, trust people. Right. And then I told my wife that, and now today she has like a lot of employees.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning she was doing everything herself. I'm like, look, you're gonna cap your number one, you're gonna burn out. Number two, you're not gonna be able to pick up as many jobs because you as one person, how many weddings can you do a day? Do a day? You know what I mean? Like one, two, maybe morning and afternoon. Yeah. Hire people. Trust that they can, develop your vision and execute at a level that you're happy with.
Yeah.
And they did it.
For sure.
She's gonna say it's her idea, but it could have been her idea at that, when the time was right for her. But
yeah,
I just kept pushing.
No,
push.
For sure, definitely.
Nah,
I like that, man. I think it's I think that's just cool little insight on how it is. I think just to go back on the topic, right? Like you can be as a man, obviously, like you want to, whether your partner, makes more money or not, right? Like, I don't know how to describe it, right? But for me, I was making less, right? Christiana was, making more. And even now is kind of like making a little bit more in her business than I did. And, with my girlfriend, I kind of felt, I would feel bad, but not that bad because I knew that I was helping kind of elevate it and like provide that support and the advice that would take her to the next level. Like while I was just like, okay, once that's built, then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna learn some more stuff that I could bring to our team, right? Me and her, and that's the way that I kind of look at it. Like whether the number's not really too important, but it's just about like coming back together and really working as a team. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be good. But again, it's timing, right?
Yeah, it is timing, right?
Timing is different, and 1 year it can be you and then her and then together.
Yeah, and I think that's okay. That's okay. Right. I think that's okay. I think a lot of people, as we're going way deeper into the podcast, and I think nothing's wrong to be competitive with your partner, but I think to always remember it's like you guys still are a team. Yes. Like you guys still are a team, right? And try to work like a formula that works best for you guys.
Yeah.
Right? And
I know some people who they build like husband and wife build like they work together.
That's just hard.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I couldn't do it. That's a topic for a whole podcast. But in that case, it's like it's easier because it's one company, one business, and they're both growing. And so that in that case, it's like, yeah, we made the same.
Yeah.
In my situation, different business, all separated.
Yeah.
I think that's how a lot of people do it. And I would say just, dude, it would pump me up. And I would always like do what I can to try to make more.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. I think nothing's wrong with that, right? But the only part where it gets wrong is when you start becoming like malicious and hateful and spiteful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like if you see your partner doing well and grinding and, thriving, that should just be like a wake-up call or a reminder to you that's like, oh,
what's funny though? Actually, I take that back. So
okay, go ahead.
I don't take it back. I'm sorry. I'm interject because I've seen partners hold their partner back.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I have seen it.
Okay.
Like the partner wants to do more and learn more and maybe like dedicate a little more time to working, and they're like, no, like don't invest in that.
Yeah.
Don't invest in that course.
Yeah.
Don't try, like you're not working.
That's such a different.
And then they're all like, oh, you're not spending enough time with your kids.
Yeah. I think that comes back to the person though, right? Like it's like you have to establish something with your partner that you're letting them know, like what is the value of like you not spending time with the kids right now, or you like spending $1,000 of like your down payment for your next house into a course. Like you have to, as a man, you should tell them like what the value of that is, right?
But sometimes a man holds the woman back.
That is true too.
Going both ways, like
for sure.
Don't hold your girl back.
Yeah,
because sometimes like they don't want their girl making more than them. because they scared the girl gonna leave them.
Nah, for sure,
you know for
sure. I mean, honestly, I think
right now they only want they got the girl because that girl got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Especially the case when the girl don't make as much, you know what I mean? And they're like, I don't want my girl making more than me. She gonna leave me.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, no, for real.
Probably.
I mean, money is a crazy thing, especially in like partnerships, right? Because I think money, it exemplifies dominance, right? Like alpha, like provider, right? And like leader. And everybody wants, that a little bit in some shape or form, right? To show that they're a leader in their partnership. But I think if you're someone who is like kind of battling with, like my partner makes more money than me, or you're feeling like spiteful, or it's really getting to you, you have to tell your partner. Like you have to tell them, like, hey, like I'm just let you know, like I'm kind of feeling it, and then have the actual talk of like that you guys are, the reason why both of you guys are trying to work hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Communication.
I mean, like I had to do that with Christiana. There was this one day, man, I was like, for I think a whole month, I was kind of like mad. I was mad at her because she was, in a place, because it was more of me, right? Like I was just like, damn, like how come I'm not getting no like light right now? Like where's my wins, right? And I had to tell her, and it was like creating like a lot of tension. And then after that, we were just like, we're trying to win together. We're trying to eat together. Like there's no reason to like feel, mad at each other or anything like that.
Yeah, because especially in the beginning, like of my relationship, we were never mad.
Yeah,
nah, didn't even cross my mind. Because something like I have so much confidence in myself that I know that I'm like what I set my mind to, I'm gonna do it. And at the time, my mind was like, yo, I'm gonna make $1 million, I'm gonna make $2 million, whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm gonna get there. Don't you worry, I'm gonna get there. Yeah, and we're gonna have this, and this.
Yeah,
and I think now people know that when I say something, it happens.
Yeah.
I was actually I was saying at a barbecue at Cinco de Mayo, and they were like, my wife was like, he keeps saying that, and then somebody was like, yeah, but when he says it, it happens.
Ooh, like, felt cool, huh? I'd have been like,
I was like, damn right.
I'm like, yo,
I said, you're damn right.
What did you say? Is this something cool?
I think it was like at the time, like moving into a new house.
Oh hell yeah,
yeah, because we're gonna move into a bigger house, newer, and I'm like, it's gonna happen. She goes, I don't want to move. I'm like, we're moving.
Modern.
They're like, I don't want to move. I'm like, too bad. Because when I say it, it happens. That's just what it is.
Yeah, I like that, man. So you wrap it up?
No, man, I want to go back to that, dude. Like,
let's go back.
I want to go back to the holding back shit, because I know somebody on a personal level. Like, this is somebody I know.
Yeah,
and I'm like, man, she has the ability to change their family's life.
Okay, I like this.
Like,
let's keep going.
They could. I think 3 years of hard work could change the whole trajectory of her and her kid and her husband's life.
Yeah.
But her husband's a fucking buster, bro.
Bum.
Like, I'm not even going to lie. Like, this fucker don't make no money.
Yeah.
Don't care to try to, dude, like, he can make more going to Costco.
Yeah.
and climbing the ladder, and he won't do it.
Yeah.
And you see your wife struggling.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't want her to like take the leap and because she wants to get into real estate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, 3 years, you might have to sacrifice your home. Your dude might have to fucking step up.
Yeah.
Okay. Might have to work overtime.
Yeah.
Might have to get a second job.
Yeah.
Okay. To replace your income.
Yeah.
But, bet on yourself. First year, you're going to learn. Second year, you're going to make some money. Third year, you're going to freaking really get the hang of things.
Yeah.
Right? So can you eat shit for 2 years? Not even 3, bro. Like, just 2 years.
And you think it's the husband holding him back, or boyfriend or whatever? Mm-hmm. How does someone navigate that?
Sometimes, dude, like, honestly, with this situation,
well, let me ask you a question just in case we flip it over. Right?
Yeah.
So how does one navigate a relationship where the other partner is holding them back?
Communication.
Yeah.
You talk it through, you run the scenario, and then at the end of the day, if they don't come up with a solution that's going to get you to where you want to be.
Yeah.
Okay, look, because obviously they're telling you.
Yeah.
Don't do it, babe.
Yeah.
Don't do it, honey. Mm-hmm. Stick to your job and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your solution?
Yeah.
You got a week. Give me a solution. I'm blunt as hell, so I'll be like, give me a week.
Yeah.
I'll give you a week. I'll probably give him a day. I'll be like, yo, figure it out. Okay, then that's my solution.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Yeah.
And if he goes, crypto. Peace. Divorce.
Yeah. You think they should divorce them?
After communicating, if it isn't gonna like work out, and then the vision don't align, and you're not happy with where you are, the fuck you in this relationship for?
100%, man. I like that.
I mean, look, my thing is this. Look, okay. Divorce is never good for kids.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
but also being in an unhappy environment, living this fucking. We're in California, so expensive, and so you have to try to make it somehow, some way.
Yeah,
and if you don't, but the other partner really wants to change their life, dude, it's just you chose the wrong partner. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can only do so much. Maybe maybe give yourself a time frame. 6 months, I'm gonna try to change my partner.
Yeah.
Give him some, like, in the car, we're gonna freaking listen to audiobooks. We're gonna go to seminars together. We're gonna do X, Y, and Z. And if it doesn't change his mind, or it doesn't get him to click and run.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Deuces.
Yeah. Nah, man. I think
I'd rather be single.
Yeah.
I'd rather do this shit on my own.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
I think what you're saying is very great. I agree with it too. But I think on, say for like the girl, I think it's a point where you have to bring it up where you're not afraid of the consequences of like what your partner will say, because you're so like committed to like, I'm going to make $1 million to be a realtor. Like, I'm going to let him know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not asking for permission. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like a lot of people are scared to do that. Right. They want permission. Like, okay, Brian, it's okay to be an entrepreneur. It's like, no, like, I'm just telling you, this is what I'm going to do.
I stopped asking permission a long time ago. I'd rather ask for forgiveness and permission. It's a lot easier.
No, yeah, for sure.
I learned that a long time. That's an old school real estate sales thing. I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah. Honestly, you don't need permission from anybody to do anything.
No.
Right? So why are you like, you need validation for them to tell you. Like, I think that's, the double-edged sword of like, your partner might not be like holding you back, but like, are you trying to do anything to not hold them back?
She knows. I said, don't ever try to stop me from doing anything. Like, meaning, like, obviously, like, good stuff, business.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
not to
can't stop me. And she knows, like, she's like, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. I'm just gonna. But you also don't want a wife that just agrees with everything.
Yeah, that
don't
too.
Stop me. But that doesn't mean that you can't like
put an input. Yeah,
input and reasoning. Okay, maybe this business is a little too risky. I'm like,
yeah,
I'll hear it. But I'm like, okay, well, thank you. Boom.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's good.
Yeah. No.
The best situation is when your partner, you can actually have real conversations. And now that she's in business, I'm like, okay, valid.
Yeah, for sure.
You're right. I didn't see that. That's a blind spot. I didn't see that one. Found it. I didn't even see that. Yeah. So man, I'm so lucky. You're so lucky.
I know.
I'd be so I would be so sad if like my partner was like, no.
Yeah.
Like, and especially in the beginning, like now it's very hard for them to say no because I have a track record and all that stuff. But in the beginning, like, can you imagine if you don't have the support to go out and do great things?
Yeah, it's tough, man. Like that's really tough, man.
So in your partner, bro, you got to look for a partner that's like your rock.
Yeah.
But the rock that will not hold you down.
Yeah.
But really just be that anchor sometimes when you need it. Okay? I know that's a little complicated. Yeah. I know it sounds very complicated, but it's like you don't want somebody holding you back from your potentials.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, I'm not trying to be
pissed.
I'm not trying to sound crazy right now, but I'm usually always somebody who's like, if I'm not with,
you're a hype man, dude. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
Like, you give me the strength to go and do all this other stuff sometimes. I'm like, yeah.
Fucking go,
I'm like,
bro.
yo, PJ, we can do it. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
Well, that's who I am as a person. But what I was gonna say is like, I feel like I'm crazy, but I'm someone who's like, if my partner's not gonna accept me, like going for like the dreams and my stars, like I'd rather just be like alone.
Hell yeah.
Like point blank, like that's it. Like, that's just it. And I'm just someone who's like, I'm rather comfortable. Like I don't want to compromise like my goals and my dreams, for someone who's supposed to be like it for my best interest. You know what I mean? So that's my 2 cents.
It's okay, man. I'm telling you guys.
Okay? Yeah, if you got sucky partners, guys, it's okay, man. There's a lot of fish in the sea, Yeah,
if it don't work, and the thing is that as long as you try to make it work and it don't work, then you gotta just go up and onward.
Yeah, man, it's okay. They might be better. It's okay. There is definitely a better person like for you, right? Like there is people out there who do support your dreams and will understand.
What's crazy is that like people who stay together, like for their kids, and I get it. It's very valid.
So bad, bro.
But can you imagine if like you're barely getting by, you're trying to make it for your family, and then now you're only together because of the kid? I'm like, bro.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, you're fighting every single day.
I tell my little kid, I'm like, hey, look here, young buck. Give me 3 years. I'm gonna change your life. I'm gonna give you a good life. Trust me. Just give me 3 years, and then I'll be with you. Saturday, Sunday, we're gonna work. I'm gonna sacrifice.
Yeah.
I'll have bags under my eyes to make it happen. For real.
Yeah, I bet, man.
I'm gonna sacrifice.
I bet, man. I bet.
Dude. Damn. Count your blessings. We're gonna end the episode there. Maybe think a little bit. Share this with 5 friends. Share this with all your,
Share this with your partner.
Whether you agree, you disagree, comment down below.
All right, guys. Peace.